fam, Alexxa Reigns here with another reaction. So today we're going to continue with our Golden Girls series, this time with season 7, episode 18, titled Ebbtide 6, The Wrath of Stan. As always, if you're looking for the full-length reaction to this particular episode or any of my other content, you can find that on Patreon, and the link will be in the description below. And if you cannot support us on Patreon, that's completely fine. You can support us directly here on YouTube by liking this video, commenting, subscribing, and joining our membership program. So without any further ado, let's get into our episode. Okay.
Miami's sordid sex scene. Who's to blame?
That's her. She's the one.
This isn't about Blanche. And now that I'm associate producer of Wake Up Miami, I have to come up with topical show ideas for Sweeps Week.
You know what I hate about Sweeps Week? The news. It's sex, sex, sex. Why can't they do serious stories? Stories with political relevance.
I've been working on a whole list of ideas that have nothing to do with sex, but they keep turning me down.
Oh, like what?
Well, things I think people would be interested in.
Like?
Like, who's in charge of cheese? Or Lincoln, great statesman or gas guzzler?
What's short, wrinkly, and sticks out of my shoes?
You.
Damn.
No, my toes. It's that time of year. Mama needs a new pair of shoes.
Well, you've crapped out. I am not taking you.
Well, Dorothy's born that. Now, shame on you. She is your mother. She's 85 years old, and she wants a new pair of shoes. How many more chances do you think you're going to have to buy her shoes? Oh, what I would give to be able to buy my mother's shoes one more time.
No.
You want to take her?
Screw that. She's your mother.
Damn.
The last time they gave me a balloon.
You ripped that out of a kid's hand.
Sophia.
Just upset because I won't take the first thing they bring out.
You don't take anything they bring out.
I took you.
When the people moved out of 3C, they left food all over. We're infested with big bugs. It's terrible. I feel like I'm living in a slum.
Angelo, take me to your apartment.
She doesn't mean it like that, dude.
But I think it'd make a great story. Old people living under terrible conditions. Come on, we'll stop at the station and see if we can get a camera crew. I want the whole city to see what you've been going through.
You mean I'm gonna be on TV?
You bet.
Do I get to put on makeup?
Well, sure.
Oh, boy. I mean, makeup, that's sissy stuff.
She stole not a balloon?
I never want to go through that again.
At least we got the shoes. And the balloon, and you didn't have to pay extra. Sophia, there's something I don't understand. Now, you're always a bit ornery, unpleasant, impolite, even downright mean. That's part of your charm. Thank you, you bed-hopping relic.
Ooh! Ooh! Girl, you're just holding a stick.
The point I'm trying to make is your behavior in this shoe thing is extreme, even for you. What is going on?
Well, Dorothy always makes me buy the same old lady shoes. I never get anything new and exciting. It's just another reminder of what old age takes away from you.
Look, Ma, I don't want to be the one to keep you from being happy. If you really want new shoes, I'll take you.
Turn on the news.
What's going on?
Oh, today is my lucky day. While you were gone, Angelo came over to tell you about these big bugs at his place. Well, he didn't want to make a big deal of it. He said he could try to pass them off as shellfish and sell them out of the back of his trunk.
Rose, please tell me you're kidding.
My boss said he wanted to expose Angelo's landlord for making him live under those
That's
terrible
Dorothy,
conditions.
girl.
But Angelo wouldn't give us his name.
Our Cecilia never squeals, never.
But it's Stan and Dorothy.
No.
Never he wouldn't.
I'm not gonna rest, I'm not gonna sleep, I'm not gonna eat until I track that scum down.
It's Stan and Dorothy. Yeah.
Stan and I inherited that building. I am Uncle Angelo's landlord.
Oh, Dorothy, I forgot. He's your uncle. Niece makes uncle live in Roach Motel.
question all Miami is asking is, who would make people live under these conditions? We have learned this vermin-infested squalor is owned by baked potato opener king Stanley Zbornak and his ex-wife, Dorothy Zbornak.
Damn.
That's your picture.
Oh, no. Oh, look, they put those little wiggly antennas on our heads.
I have a warrant for your arrest. I'll have to ask you to come with me.
What for?
Violation of the city's housing codes. Lady, you're a slumlord.
Oh,
Dorothy, don't worry, I'll get out
no.
of jail in no time. I'll get the best attorney Social Security can buy.
Oh, no.
Dorothy, isn't this something? You've become what we in the news business call a hot story.
Yeah, and you've become what we call in the revenge business, next.
Boy, no wonder they call you the big me and the bug lady.
Do you believe the mob out there?
Where's Marvin?
Who?
Your lawyer, Marvin Mitchelson. Where is he?
No, I'm not using Marvin on this case. Dorothy, I want you to meet our attorney, Tracy. Tracy, this is Dorothy.
Heidi-ho.
Heidi-ho.
Oh, no.
Look, this kind of thinking is really quite sexist. Just because a woman is attractive and is not uncomfortable about her sexuality does not mean she can't be bright, well-informed, and a hell of a lawyer.
Where did you go to law school?
A whole bunch of places.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
What?
The assistant DA Peterson.
Excuse me, but that's the nicest tie I've ever seen.
Mm-mm.
Didn't you tell Rose Nyland you were living in a slum?
Sure, but that...
No further questions.
Damn.
For the record, Your Honor, this witness has the most beautiful eyes I've ever seen.
Mm-mm.
Blanche, what did Dorothy really feel about Angelo's building?
She didn't care about it.
She said she didn't care about it, that she'd never cared about it.
Girl. This man is putting all of them in a
In your own
trance.
words, Mrs. Petrillo, the words of a beautiful, dignified person who's got a wild bod for a chick her age. What kind of person is your daughter?
She put me in a home.
Your Honor, may I say something?
You may speak.
Your Honor, this is all a very simple mistake. Stan and I are ready to get an exterminator to take care of those bugs. I don't know how this thing got so far, but believe me, we are not criminals.
I want you both to get an idea of what it's like for all the people that you collect rent from.
Wait a minute, you want me to live with him in the same apartment?
That's right.
But there are bugs there. They'll think Stan is their leader.
Good luck, Dorothy. I'll miss you. I love you.
Someday, sweetheart, I'm going to get out of this hellhole, and I'm going to come looking for you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't spend all your time in prison hating me, Dorothy. Learn a trade.
Okay, let's go, ladies.
Don't worry, pussycat. We won't rest till we get you out of here.
Thanks, Mom.
Who wants Chinese? I got her credit card. I got her credit card.
I know, but I'm going stir crazy. There's no way out. No way out.
Stanley, they let you keep your belt and shoelaces. Think about that.
Ooh.
You know, in a way, this apartment reminds me of our first place. You know, I wish we can go back to the beginning, try again, go back to that first apartment. We didn't have much, but we were happy to have our own place.
Those were good times. You bought me wine and flowers, I remember.
Remember how much fun we had in that apartment that night?
I remember.
You know, Dorothy, the two of us could get into that bottom bunk and have some fun again.
Oh, okay, but let's do it right. What say you run down and buy some good wine and some flowers?
Is she gonna lock him out?
You bet.
That's what I would do. Yeah, that's it.
No, I didn't bust out. The exterminator came this morning and the building inspector said we could leave. So, it's over.
You don't sound very happy.
Well, to tell you the truth, I'm a little confused.
About what?
About Stan.
No.
Oh, geez, you didn't shack up with him again.
I didn't shack up with him. Just when I think I'm over the man, something happens. Am I ever going to stop having feelings for him?
Luther Vandross.
That's a good one.
Oh, baby.
That is a good one.
Fine, you're not interested.
Of course I'm interested. See what I have on my feet?
Your regular old shoes.
And do you know why? Because old lady shoes are me. Like it or not, they're a part of my life.
You're saying that in some ways, Stan belongs in my life. And
Well, he's the father of your
like your
kids.
shoes, he may not be stylish, but he's familiar. He's comfortable.
And shiny on top. Don't forget shiny on top.
You're not just my mother. You're my best friend.
Aww.
Good night, Mom.
Good night, pussycat.
I love Sophia so much.
Hello, Wake Up Miami? The big mean bug lady? She's at it again.
No! I can't believe we're towards the end. Oh, that makes me so sad. All right, fam. So we just finished watching season 7 of the Golden Girls, episode 18, titled Ebbtide 6, The Wrath of Stan. So no tears, which is I'm very hold on. Oh, sorry, I had to pop my ears. So no tears, which I'm very happy about. Other than like my regular like allergy tears. But yes, so Ebbtide 6, The Wrath of Stan, was about Angelo coming to the girl's house and announcing that he has bugs in his apartment because one of the tenants they left a whole bunch of food out. So now the building is infested with bugs. And he tells Rose that, who is looking for a story for her news channel, and then it becomes a top news. And unfortunately, the landlord is Dorothy and Stan. As such, they're portrayed as slumlords on TV and basically arrested and brought to trial. And come to find out that it's true. Again, Dorothy never really wanted the building. She never really focused on the maintenance of it. That was supposed to be Stan's job. Of course, Stan dropped the ball, and now they were both asked to stay in one of the units until they can get an exterminator in and take care of the building, which thankfully happened within a night. So they only had to stay one night in that particular unit with all the bugs. And for a moment there, I thought Dorothy was going to succumb to Stan's charm, because Stan is charming. I've accepted that he is just wrong for Dorothy. They don't work. I don't know why, but they just can't work. They're like this puzzle that you're trying to fit together, but there's an extra hole or an extra corner that doesn't quite fit. They're good as friends, but anything more ends up hurting Dorothy. Stan does not understand monogamy. He does not understand trust and honesty. And those are things that are very important to Dorothy. So it just don't work. So I'm happy that she was able to, tell him go get flowers and go get some wine and lock him out and give herself that distance in order not to create another situation of her and Stan trying to get back together and then her getting hurt at the end. So it was a really fun episode. I can't believe Rose put them into the situation. And she's so cute because she was so focused on the task at hand that she couldn't see the fact that really by pushing the story out, you're going to be hurting Dorothy and Stan. Well, maybe not Stan, because I don't think she would care about hurting Stan, but you're hurting Dorothy, and you could put Dorothy in a very precarious situation. And, in this particular case, she ended up being legally liable. So you have to be a little bit more careful, Rose. You have to be a little bit more careful about, what you choose to put out there as a story. And when it comes to my MVP, I think I'm going to give it to somebody that you guys might not think would have been my MVP for this episode. Oh yeah, and I forgot there was another story about Sophia getting new shoes and her being a tyrant when it comes to going to get new shoes because she's never satisfied and she's a very hard customer and she's just, you know her, she's just a little bit mean. You know, since her stroke, she's not very patient with people. She's very quick with the zingers. And like Blanche said, sometimes she's downright mean. And that comes into play when she has to get new shoes. She misses the ability to be able to wear very cute shoes now that she's older. She needs comfort, and those comfort shoes are not usually cute. So, you know, it's kind of like that struggle with her of wanting to be cute and pretty and at the same time wanting to be comfortable. And she lashes out to the salespeople and they hate her. And it's a very painful experience for anybody that has to be around her when she just tries to get new shoes. And the reason why I say this is because my MVP is Sophia. And it's not about the shoes, well, it is technically, but it's about that last scene between her and Dorothy. Because we know Sophia is a very, very, very vocal person when it comes to Stan and Dorothy's relationship. She does not like them together. She does not want them to be together. But she was able to let Dorothy know that what she goes through when she has these moments with Stan is normal because Stan is like an old shoe. He's comfortable. He's part of her life. He will always be present. He's the father of her kids. So he's always going to be there in your life. And that's okay. You don't have to push him out fully because that's what she wanted to do the last time is like cut it off, and they were supposed to not, you know, talk to each other for 2 years and all that kind of stuff. So I feel she wanted to distance herself so much from Stan because of all that she's been through with him. But you can't really, because he's the father of your kids. He's always going to be around. So you need to just accept him being in your life and it being okay. But that doesn't also mean that you have to be with him. And I found that was such wise counsel from Sophia to Dorothy. And I love that moment when Dorothy said that, you know, you're my best friend. And as I've told you guys before, it reminds me of my mom and my mom is my best friend. So having that moment between them was so special and so precious. I had to give my MVP to Sophia. And if I had to give a second MVP, I think it would be to Dorothy. So yeah, I really enjoyed this episode. What did you guys think about this episode? When you saw the title, did you think that you were going to cry like all the other Ebbtides? Please let me know in the comments. And I hope you enjoyed this reaction. And if you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Mwah. Bye for now.